Hey, it's Ronnie. I got to make this fast for 3 minutes. I have a total explanation now for this Frankenstein Ford. Why, even with the super high lift, like 4,000 RPM camshaft and everything, and the 4-speed, it will not pull this camper over here when I had other ones that are two-wheel drives. Okay, this thing's been Frankenstein bad. If you look, the axle ratio is on these old vehicles sideways on here, and it says a code 18, which this pickup was originally had a 3.53 rear end and front axle four-wheel drive axle ratio, which is good for pulling. So if you're really going to pull, you go to 373 back then, or if you're really pulling heavy stuff, you went with a 410 with this stock engine. This engine is got a camshaft in it that is made to run happily at 2,800 to 4,000 RPMs, and I think that's what we're doing. But it's got a bottom end sound, and it's Frankenstein too that I don't like, but it ain't exploded, ain't grenaded. Don't think, oh well, I'm not ever gonna twist it over 3, but it's happiest at like 3,000 on up. But here's the kicker. That sticker on here, this thing's been Frankenstein. There was a tag on the rear axle. This is why it won't, well, and then it's got a different special 4-speed. This 4-speed is a special frickin' Dana that's basically a 3-speed, and then 4th gear is overdrive. Between 3rd gear and 4th gear is 1,600 RPM split. A normal 4-speed is 800 all the way up. This is basically a 3-speed, 4-speed with an overdrive in it. And then they got a 4,000 RPM cam in an engine that's made to run 3,200 factory. But here's the kicker. It had a tag, and I checked, and it's been all swapped out. It's got a 3/4 ton springs on the rear, and it's got a 3.0 rear end and front end axle ratio. That means it's highway gears. If I ran this thing where it's happy and had enough enough gas to do it, or I wanted to twist it that far, theoretically at 3,000 RPM, I'd be doing 119 miles an hour. It's geared, yeah, and that cam don't even get happy till like 2,800. And it'll run, the original run 3,000 rippings all day. Theoretically, if I wanted to push this thing, I could run 100 miles an hour at $3,000, no